What is going on, everyone? I am Dan Old School Green, and I'm representing the Heat Ratio Sports Network. Again, if you haven't done so, please check us out on YouTube, subscribe to Heat Ratio Sports, and tap that bell for all notifications. And I encourage you to come out every Tuesday night to Steam Pub in Upper Southampton in Bucks County, where we'll be doing shows every Tuesday night from 7 to 8:30. So today's quick take will be based on two polarizing athletes in this town, Eric Lindros and Donovan McNabb, both taken at the top of the draft board. Eric Lindros, we know, went number one in 1991, and Donovan McNabb went number two, but he should have went number one because Tim Couch, a bust, went number one. So basically two guys that were at the top of the draft class. Both played a majority of their career for Philadelphia. Which one was the most unfulfilled talent? You could have arguments either way. My argument is ultimately that it's Eric Lindros. Here's why. Donovan McNabb had a solid career. My opinion, if Donovan McNabb was on a different team, he might have been just a mediocre quarterback. I think Andy Reid got the most out of his talents, but ultimately, Donovan McNabb was who he was. He had some prolific numbers, but he also had some average numbers. His career passer rating was 85.6. Not that great. His career completion percentage, 59%. Not that great. He lost 4 NFC championships, 3 in which he was the favorite. And we all know what happened in the Super Bowl. That being said, he still is the greatest quarterback in Eagles history. But again, I don't look at him as unfulfilled talent. I just look at him as that was who he was. Now, Eric Lindros, on the other hand, you're thinking, how can anyone be an unfulfilled talent if they actually made the Hall of Fame of their league? Yes, Eric Lindros is an NHL Hall of Famer. Eric Lindros also was well over a point per game player. So again, how could that be unfulfilled? Well, the reason he's unfulfilled is because Eric Lindros was a generational talent. He truly was. And some would argue you cannot be considered a generational talent unless you come home with the hardware, in this case, the Stanley Cup. And to some extent, I agree with that. But the guy was a man-child on the ice. And the reason he was considered an unfulfilled talent is because of the injuries he had to endure, the drama that was involved with his life, with his parents and Bobby Clark wanting him to be rushed back from injury. But the bottom line is the guy was a beast on the ice. That being said, some of his unfulfilled talents were, I mentioned he didn't win a Stanley Cup. He only had 1 year where he had over 100 points. He never scored 50 goals. So those are some numbers that are that go against him. But when it's all said and done, a lot of those numbers are skewed by the fact that he seldom played a full season. So I go Eric Lindros, because if the man played close to 1,000 games, like many professional athletes do, he only played 760. Eric Lindros, we would be talking about as one of the all-time point leaders. And if healthy, I truly believe he would have brought this city a Stanley Cup. If he had a general manager that showed more support and patience for his injuries, he probably would have been more well-rested and would have been able to come back a healthier person and perhaps won the city a Stanley Cup. But that being said, he was so terrific, but he's ultimately an unfulfilled talent, in my opinion. And that is why I choose Eric Lindros between Donovan McNabb and Eric Lindros as the most unfulfilled talent in our town and in the respective league he played in. So that is my quick take of the week. Again, I am Dan Green. I am with the Heat Ratio Sports Network. Till next time, be safe. And again, subscribe to Heat Ratio Sports.